Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. This is the Woodridge Parents Podcast, episode number 26.
Ooh.
My name is Daniel Staley. This is my beautiful and lovely wife, Kelly.
Hello.
And today is Father's Day, so happy Father's Day to all the daddies out there.
Yes, to everybody.
We did go to church this morning.
We did.
It was packed.
I was surprised. I was really surprised. I didn't think it was that packed.
It was mobbed at church.
Well, it's also the 11 o'clock one too. That usually gets a little bit more than like the earlier ones. I think
That's true.
I don't know.
So this is why I should have mowed the lawn yesterday morning, because it's been raining for 2 days and I'm like 2 weeks behind on the mowing the lawn, and it's getting me super irritated.
I know
it's not
it
raining
is.
yet, so maybe
I don't think so. I don't know.
Oh, I can't take it.
I know, but look how beautiful our flowers are out front.
Yes, they are.
They're very pretty.
The mic.
So,
mic to your face.
mic to my face.
Not your face to the mic. Mic to the face.
Mic
Sit back. There you go.
I
don't know how we do that, because every time, like, we fix it and then somehow it gets screwed up again each time.
I think it's just the bolts going loose, and it's just not my fault.
Yeah,
but
well, there's bolts loose in some part of the situation.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. You ever watch it? They're Deucey Staley.
Yeah. So, hi, Kelly.
Hello, Daniel.
How was your week?
It was actually okay. Very busy.
Yeah.
Very, very busy. Thankfully, like there were so many things that like the kids had to have done in school, and where those parents are like always there. Obviously.
Our kids or your teaching kids?
No, the kids upstairs that we birthed together.
Our children.
Our children, yes. You know, we had John's graduation, pre-K graduation. He was like literally like he's one of the biggest kids in his class. He's so tall. But you know, he did really good. He was smiling. He did a little pose at the end, you know. It was so cute. You know, that was nice. Then the next day we had Danny's spring concert that we're going to talk about later.
Mm-hmm.
Then on Thursday afternoon, we had John's kindergarten screening that he did really good on. He was so nervous.
What exactly is a kindergarten screening? Okay,
so kindergarten, and I've done this for many years, a kindergarten screening is basically trying to get kind of like a baseline on the children. Identification of letters, uppercase and lowercase. They actually tested sounds, which I was very, very happy about, because I know my district does not test sounds yet. Identification of numbers, groups of objects, you know, to see more and less, shapes, colors, how to write their name. Just basic stuff like that, because then like when they go into school in September, they can kind of group them accordingly, where like one teacher's not going to have like children that need a little bit more help, because that's a lot on the teacher. So it's like really just like more like evenly distributed. Okay. I used to give the kindergarten screenings a ton when I taught kindergarten, but haven't had to do that in a couple of years.
So do they group like smarter kids together?
No.
Or they keep it even?
No, they keep it even. Personally, I mean, I've been on both spectrums where you have a lot, and like I wouldn't even say like the brighter kids. I would just say kids that have like more experience in school, you know, because you have some children who have gone to pre-K 3 and pre-K 4, and they're very experienced in like the routine of things, you know, and then you have some people that, you know, that honestly can't afford to go to send their kids to pre-K because it's not, it's not. It might be in a public school system, but you have to pay for pre-K because it's not what is that word?
Mandated?
Yes, thank you. It's not mandated by the state. Actually, kindergarten isn't mandated by a state either, but you have to be in school by the time you're 6. But children turn 6 in kindergarten, so you have a bunch of kids going into kindergarten like after January. But that's, you know, everyone goes to kindergarten now. But
are there towns that do that? Like where
I don't think so, honestly.
Send the kid until he turns 6?
I don't think so, honestly. But I mean, I can only really go by like what I know in this area. But you know, John was very, very nervous when I picked him up from my parents' house.
Really?
Yeah, my mom said like because you know I had his outfit, you know, just his like going to screening outfit. You know, I put him in little. Little nice shorts, like a button-down shirt, you know, obviously. And, you know, before that, he had on his, like, relaxing clothes where he was being a maniac with my dad and my mom. Mm-hmm. But after lunch, so my parents gave him lunch or whatever, and and my mom said, okay, mommy's coming home and take you to your screening at Doyle. Automatically, his face was like, just like changed because he was so nervous. So then, you know, I'm like, John, you know all your stuff. Like, don't worry. And if you make a mistake, it's not a big deal. Mama's going to teach you how to read this summer anyway. Don't worry. But no. And then he saw, as we were walking in, I think the third grade was outside. So he was getting a little bit nervous anyway. And then you're like, oh, look at, I'm like, oh yeah, look, there's Danny's mom. You know, and then like they threw a hula hoop across the street. So I went, so like we ran and got for him or whatever. But then as we were coming in, Trevor was there with his grandmother. So then so then Johnny was like, oh, Trevor's here. I'm like, yeah, but he's going to be in your school next year. Really? He was nervous wreck too. But
there's a large contingent of Woodridge alumni coming into this class this year.
Yeah. When I was looking at the sign up for the kindergarten screening, I was like, oh, I know her. I know him. I know her. There's a lot of kids that like are going in this year. All COVID babies.
Oh boy.
But, you know, he did really good. You know, he, I think he was nervous because the school is like Sacred Heart is a big school, you know, it's a really big school. But I think like he knew Danny. I think he was looking for Danny the whole time too. Kind of like, oh, where is he? Where is he? And then when he came back out, he goes, oh, he told me that you know, that Danny is his brother. I'm like, oh yeah, Danny. They're like, oh, we love him. I'm like, he's got a personality.
Everybody loves Daniel.
But, you know, I think John is going to feel okay next year going in because Danny already said that his main job in the morning is to bring John to his classroom and to pick him up at the end of the day. So,
isn't he going to be getting let out in Johnny's classroom?
Well, yeah, but John's classroom is actually getting moved because they're going to be in the new wing. Yeah. So pick up next year. I have no idea what's going to happen because where we drop them off now, like for Danny, you know, for like kind of by the first grade wing, but the kindergarten is right in front of where we drop off Daniel for first grade. And that's not going to be there anymore. Like that, those classrooms are not going to be kindergarten anymore. Kindergarten's getting moved over to the new updated wing. So I have no idea where drop off is going to be for next year. Oh boy. Hopefully at the orientation on Monday, tomorrow.
Little walk to school.
I'll find out. I forgot I had that orientation tomorrow. Have a half day of school again tomorrow.
Nice. I'll be working.
Yeah.
So speaking of the spring concert, that did happen last week on what, Wednesday?
Oh, which day did I take it? Oh, yeah, Wednesday.
Wednesday. Yeah. It was pretty nice.
It was very nice. I do like how they, when they give you the flyer. Yeah, the flyer. Program? Yes, that. They tell you where each class is going to be, like what part of the stage. That is so helpful. It really is. Because even like when like John did his graduation, there were 3 classes there. His teacher let me know where he was so I can kind of get that aisle seat so I can take good pictures. But like when we walked in for Daniel's, like we saw already like where his class is going to be. And there he was, front and center. Mm-hmm. But he was doing good. He
was back center.
Well, back center, but you could see him very easily, which is nice.
Yeah, we got a bunch of good pictures. They sang pretty nice.
They did. They did really good.
Pictures of Danny flexing and kissing his muscles.
That was all you. You told him to do that. I saw you. I saw that. You're like, Danny.
Well, what? The kissing part he did.
Oh, he did by himself, the kissing part? Of course. Of course he did.
You okay there?
I'm good. And then with my ring.
Oh, boy. Yeah, it was nice. They had some nice songs.
They did.
Queen song, Nora Jones. What was the third one?
I don't remember.
Ooh, you make me feel. Yeah, that's a Queen song.
Yeah.
And then Nora Jones, and then
Oh Child.
Oh Child, yeah.
Oh, Dan, he's still singing that.
Yeah, it's
he really is. It's so cute.
It was interesting. They all sang pretty good.
They did actually do really good. I've seen.
They had like some funny slang in that. Ooh, child.
I know.
I was like, these kids are a little too creamy for this, to be honest.
I saw people crying in there. I'll be honest with you. I was a little bit. Oh.
Yeah, it was good.
That was nice.
There's so many kids and it's great. It's unbelievable.
You think that's a lot?
Yeah, compared to what
That's only 5 sections. We have 9 in my town, so imagine double that.
Yeah, but like Lyndhurst is like a ghetto metropolitan.
It is not. Stop it. Oh my gosh, no, it's not.
Compared to Woodridge, it is.
Not really. They have like I don't know, like they. No.
How many people live in Lyndhurst?
Oh, a lot of people live in Lyndhurst, but okay. I mean. Everything went up when a lot of a lot of the population went up, obviously, when we got all the apartment buildings and everything.
Yeah.
Because a lot of
we got
the
our
kids,
fair share of those now too.
yeah,
So.
like a lot of the kids, even like in the back where your friend used to live, like those kids by Route 3, they come by us too. Actually, they come to my school, Washington, for next year. A lot of them are from over there, which is fine. But it's just a lot of the kids. Like we have 9 sections of each in my school, in my district. So imagine double what you saw on the stage.
That's crazy.
Yeah, of a section, not just like a whole school, a section.
Does Lyndhurst lose a lot of kids to Catholic school for high school?
They have over 800 kids.
Really?
If they go anywhere, it's either like to the Bergen Tech,
right? Or
I know my friend's son. He's really good in hockey. I think he might be going to not Don. I think either Don Bosco or Bergen, because he's like really really good in hockey.
You have to go somewhere to play hockey. That's what our nephew is going to. Because there's no hockey in Lyndhurst, right? They used to have like a joint thing in North Arlington, but Bracy's doing really good. He's on that Montclair Blues. He's doing really good. But when you get into high school, where's he?
I don't know. That's something that I have to think about when they start going. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before we move on to our next topic, in church today, did you hear the barber joke that the father?
I did. I was kind of putting my head down,
which was fairly blatantly anti-Semitic.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah,
I heard that.
I was like, oh, okay. I guess that's where we're going.
Yeah, I
Father Ronnie always gives like a funny joke or whatever. Sometimes funnier than other times. Mm-hmm. But I was surprised that he threw in a Jewish joke.
Yeah, so was I actually.
I mean, even like
I looked around.
I guess not. Funnily enough, a bunch of people laughed at it. Let's call that as you may.
But I looked around. And people were kind of like
some people were like, "Wow, that's bad."
Yeah, I saw some people kind of. I don't know.
God forbid they gave some like Catholic church joke. That would be a big issue, right? Mm-hmm. It's kind of crazy to me, to be honest, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
I wonder what these kids are rumbling. They're up from their nap. I made them take a nap because they were almost falling asleep in church. Probably because they were playing Fortnite this morning.
That was all me because,
Which is crazy. I feel like they get more tired from Fortnite than they do from judo. They come out of there all sweating and all yelling and screaming. Their heart rate's probably 150 beats per minute.
I'm sorry, but how do you play your game like that? Sometimes are you like that?
No, not necessarily like that.
I hear him screaming from, if I'm cleaning upstairs, doing something in their bedroom, I hear him screaming from down here. And then the kids are screaming too.
I will scream occasionally if something bad happens or something surprises me. They are just in like a perpetual state of like, oh my God, Danny, dude, Johnny, I'm over, like the whole time they're just going crazy.
Because I think honestly, because whenever that happens, I think they're playing. Was it called a party or something? They're playing in a game. Together, yeah. So like, I think they get nervous about each other's character, and like Danny's trying to help John's trying to help him,
and it's like games work.
It's like teamwork. But it's so funny though, because when John gets really, really excited, the same thing at my parents' house, his little feet will go. He doesn't know how to control his feet. It's so funny.
Yeah, but, so that's they're like sweaty messes after that.
I know.
We're gonna have to either keep the door open with the air conditioners on out here, or we're gonna have to get them an air conditioner in there. But
something. We
really need to upgrade the electric soon.
Yeah, we have to wait for that a little bit.
Yeah.
But no, but that's a good thing too. I mean, because like I even told the boys like when summer starts, because again, this is the last week of school for everybody, Now that they're older, like last year, they were older, but John was still little, but now that they're like they're older, they're very independent now. We have to have a strict routine. Yeah. Danny has multiple camps that he's going to this year. John is going to 2 or 1 wrestling. I know he's going to
probably the 2 wrestling camps.
The 2
not
wrestling.
Football, though. He can't go.
Oh no, he's not old enough yet, right? No. Okay, so like we know that the camps are only till 12 o'clock. I think all the camps are only till 12 o'clock, right? Yeah. So I told them that like whatever they're doing, John is not allowed to play Fortnite or any video games until Danny comes. Like they have lunch. And after lunch, they can do their thing or whatever. I told John that, we're going to be working, actually made a little tutoring area on the other side of our basement. I am actually going to be tutoring children from our house this year. Just a couple of parents from my district have reached out to me, and I'm going to try to probably do it while Danny's at camp. So
Danny's not downstairs like flirting with the girls and chit-chatting them up?
They're too young. No, they're little. Oh. But no. So then John will be upstairs. You can go on his tablet or whatever. But I don't want them playing. While I have students here.
Did you get some tutoring students from Woodridge from the podcast?
Yeah, maybe. Have to see if we can fit them with the schedule.
We'll fit them in, Ben. Full time.
But it should be good. I have a couple of kids from my school I'm going to, one girl from another school that I've been doing. So we'll see how this works out too. And
what grades again? Like what topics do you teach?
Pre-K through it, including grade 2. Just like the major ones, like math and language arts. So that's honestly, those are the major ones that you have to really do in those lower grades.
Basically, do they still teach phonics? What is phonics?
Yes, phonics is when it's just basically like letter sounds, blending sounds to become words. In second grade, we learned about different types of syllables, like closed syllable, open syllable, desyllable, that type of stuff.
What's a closed and open syllable?
Okay, so a
syllable?
No, an open syllable is when you have like the word be. Mm-hmm. Where the E is long on its own and it's not closed in by 2 consonants. But that's more second grade. So I mean, pre-K, KM1, like first grade starts learning about that, but it all depends on
that kind of stuff.
Well, this is all relatively pretty new too. I mean, I've been teaching now. I'll be starting my 17th year already. And all those type of things are pretty new. It also depends on the kind of curriculum that your district is giving you too.
17 years, huh?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Is it 17 years? Yeah, I did 2 years pre-K 4, 13 years kindergarten. This year, second grade, and then next year I'm doing first grade. So yes, I'm starting my 17th year next
Louise.
year.
Been there forever.
I'm like, wow. I didn't realize. I'm like, well, I should, because a lot of my students are either in college or they're about to graduate college. So yeah, and like I get them like when like they're little. It's not like, oh, okay, I had them in 8th grade, they're graduating high school. Oh no, I had them from the ground up.
Oh, jeez.
So yeah.
Well, you did mention summer rec coming up as well. Yes. Sign up still open for summer rec?
No. Oh no, they've been closed. May 30th was the last day, I think. It's been closed, but they opened up, I think, in April. Yeah, that was a while ago. Yeah,
I loved rec. To be completely honest, rec was awesome. Mm-hmm. It used to all be at the high school for all the grades. I guess they've split that up now because there's too many kids.
Well, that and probably because Doyle's been under construction.
But it was never at Doyle.
It was never at Doyle ever.
Everybody was at the high school.
Okay.
Shout out to Mr. Schoner, who used to run rec. And like a lot of like the older friends that I have, like, we're all rec counselors. That's how you got to kind of integrate into the school. You got to know like the high schoolers and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Met a lot of nice people in rec. Used to have like, I guess like sections. You'd either like one part and then it would like rotate during the day. You'd be in the AP room. You could play bumper pool or like board games and stuff like that. Then you'd have outside, you'd have art, which was in the music room, and then gym. Is that 4? Sounds about right.
I think about, yeah.
So you would like rotate those over the course of the day, play some dodgeball. The counselors throwing the balls at your head constantly.
Wasn't Miss Schwartz one of the counselors?
She was one of them, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But that was a fun time. Boys will be looking forward to it. When does Johnny get to go to summer rec?
Next year.
Next year.
Yeah, you have to actually have finished kindergarten, then you can go.
So we'll have 2 boys out of the house at the same time, huh?
Yeah, and that's when I'm really going to start tutoring a lot.
Oh, geez, good.
Well, I mean...
You're going to get lonely, huh? Oh, mommy.
Uh-huh. I mean, I love my boys, but I mean, it is nice to have a hot cup of coffee. I know all you moms out there understand what I'm saying.
It's probably just your low attention span, which probably leads you to not having a hot cup of coffee.
No, it's not. No.
Oh, okay, sorry.
No. Wow, he really wants to get in trouble today.
It's Father's
Look
Day.
at you. Oh, is that what this is? Is this a pass day?
Yeah, that's right. Is it not?
Well, whatever. But yeah, I know that this is gonna be Danny's last year at the intermediate school for rec. Depending what happens next year with Doyle being open, I mean, I don't see how they're not going to use the facility for.
Oh, he does rec at the intermediate school.
Yeah, well, he did it last year there too. But it's only first and second grade because it's not that big. In third grade, he'll be from third to eighth grade it's at the high school. But again, like I don't know if they're going to, utilize Doyle in the following year because it is going to be a larger facility. Yeah. You know what I mean? But there's no grass though. But there's no grass at intermediate school anyway.
From just like looking at it and driving past it, I think there will be like a grassy area.
A grassy knoll?
Oh God. On the side of the gym, like closest to 10th Street, because they have the fence like kind of up. And there's like a little decent sized area.
Okay.
I don't know what, because there's no like, it's not like it's going to be a parking lot or anything because there's no like ramp into there.
Well, when I went for the screening the other day, the kids were playing on the front lawn, like where it's actually not even grass anymore. It's all the like the wood chips.
Yeah. I saw that.
Yeah.
At least they're getting out somehow.
No, absolutely. But
they had their field day at the 14th Street Park.
Yeah. No, but that was smart to do that.
Yeah. Now, I don't know how they do it in Lyndhurst, and I don't think they did it because like Danny was like, oh, I went in the bouncy house and then I did this and that. Like when we had field day, it was like Olympic events.
Well, that's ours is
you
called
had like
Olympics.
A long jump, and you had like the sprints, and you had like throwing the ball, and all different types of things.
That's what Lyndhurst does.
And like there were individual winners.
Oh, okay. All
like
right.
You would get like actual, I think it was ribbons, but like you'd get like a first, second, and third ribbon.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the end, they would do the tug of war, which was always a big thing. It was always like the two, like 7th versus 8th, 5th versus 6th, and so on and so forth. But like you would have like a winner. And it would be like, oh, Johnny is the fastest and such is the strongest or as farthest.
Yeah.
They don't do that anymore?
I can't really say for Woodridge, but for Lyndhurst, everything pretty much changed when they divided the schools from K to 2, 3 through 5, and then the middle school. Back in the day, okay, when I first started teaching them, and then even like when like my mom was teaching there, okay.
Back in ancient times?
Wow, again. It was K
in the one-room schoolhouse?
Actually, my dad was in the one-room schoolhouse in Leverett Schoolhouse. Anyway, it would always be K through 8, and I feel that was for that particular thing. It was better because you would have like all the little kids first, but then you would have like the big dodgeball game at the end of the year. At the end of the day for 7th and 8th grade, you have the softball game, you have the kickball game, like all in the afternoon. You know what I mean? Where again, if you want to have a kickball game with kids K through 2,
I thought you said it was like Olympic events.
Well, that was in the afternoon. In the morning, it had all the Olympic events, throwing, tossing, jumping, obstacle courses, stuff like that. Yeah. But for when you have it broken down K through 2, they can't do all that stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah. But for the older grades, I know like for the middle school, they did all that stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it would either be blue or gold. I think Woodridge has white or blue.
Yeah, I saw kids in those t-shirts.
Yeah, so Danny's blue. But yeah, I mean, it has changed a lot. I feel that, and I remember my first year when I was at Franklin School and I had the kindergarten. We took all the little chairs out, we sat them down, and like where like the playground was, it was like a big, it was all fenced in or whatever, but it was like a big jump going down. So like they took all their chairs, they put it by the fence, and they were rooting for their team, It was 7th grade versus 8th grade. But they can't really do that anymore because everything is broken up into smaller clusters of grade levels.
That's strange. Let the kids compete.
No, I agree. Well, I mean, even in Woodridge, it's only K through 3. Hope now it's gonna be K through 4. But again, even so, you have like the 3rd and 4th graders that are older. You know what I mean? Like they can do those things. When it's only K1, 2, it's kind of hard. Like 2nd grade can pretty much do it, but grades 1 and 2, I'm sorry, K and 1, they really can't. Depending on the kid too. You know what I'm saying? Like I know Danny can do that, but like you have a lot of kids that just can't do it.
Shout out to our Felician University mugs that I supplied to Felician University, one of our clients. Shout out to them. They always support Jam Promotions very well.
Yes, I like these mugs actually. My parents are going to like these.
Oh, my coffee's cold now. It's all your fault, Kelly.
You made the coffee.
Yeah. So that's a good wrap up on summer rec and field day. One topic that I wrote down here that's popped up a little bit lately is adult birthday parties. How do you feel on adult birthday parties, Kelly?
I didn't even have, I think they're kind of silly, honestly.
I agree.
I mean, listen, like I am happy going out to dinner with you for my birthday. We didn't even get to do that this year because we've been so busy. I'm happy with that, honestly. A couple hours away, maybe going away for the night. That'd be nice too. But like I don't care about being the center of attention because of my classroom. Like that's what it is all day long.
That's so good.
But I don't know. I just feel like birthday parties should be reserved to like the kids. I'm sorry, In my family, there was never really a big thing with adult birthday parties. Like my parents, my parents will give me a gift, for my birthday, but it's not like, woohoo, you're turning 40, yay! That was a rough one. I'm still kind of adjusting to that.
Oh gosh.
But how about you, sweetheart? What do you feel about?
Well, I mean, I am a little jaded on birthday parties in general because my birthday's on Christmas, so I've never had a birthday party per se on my birthday. I think I did have a birthday party like years and years ago, maybe like kindergarten, first grade area where we did go to the bowling alley, which was nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's kind of silly if you're an adult and having a birthday party. Like, there should be other things in your life that you're worried about, mainly like children and stuff like that.
Well, yeah.
Like I have a buddy of mine whom I adore. Hi, a deer. He's a deer. Yeah. A doe, a deer.
I was going to say that. Oh my God, you caught me. You caught me. Oh my gosh.
I adore this person very much. I love him. He's one of my best friends. But, not married, no kids. And he's throwing, I guess, technically himself a 40th birthday party that like we got an invitation to.
We did.
I don't even know if I even told you.
You didn't even tell me anything.
Yeah. But, well, I didn't even tell you because, like, we're not going.
I was like, what are you talking about?
It's at, the bar in Jersey City that has, like, a beach to it. I forget what it's called. I never went there. Surfside.
I have no idea. I can't even tell you.
But, like, I saw that. I was like, I don't know. I don't want to kind of dive too deep in this because I do love the person very much. But, like, throwing yourself a 40-year-old birthday party is kind of wild.
Yeah.
Throwing yourself any birthday party after like 12 is kind of wild.
Yeah, well, 17 is a big one for like when you get a license, but then that's the gift itself is getting a license to be able to drive.
I mean, maybe 18, maybe 21, but like
I had a sweet 16.
Yeah, sure, sweet 16. Fine.
I had that.
But like, it's just crazy. And then there was another person who just threw like a really big birthday party for themselves, like a 90s themed birthday.
Really?
And they have like, they're married with kids and stuff like that too. And, they kind of like to party. So it kind of just seems like an excuse to party. But like, I don't know, dude. I
don't know. Sometimes when it's going to sound really bad, maybe to edit this out, I'm not really sure. I just feel if you're throwing yourself a birthday like that, you're just asking for gifts.
I don't think they're getting gifts per se.
Really?
Either. Yeah, I mean, I'm not.
I'm just saying, I feel like then just go out to have drinks or whatever.
I mean, I think that's basically what it is. And, to be fair to them, they want to, spend time with their friends, have a nice time and get everyone together and celebrate and stuff. Yeah. But like I don't even drink anymore. So like, what are we doing? I don't know. It just seems a little crazy to me. But like, yeah, like we should be focusing on other things. Like honestly, by the time you're 40, you should be focused on your kids' birthdays.
I agree.
If you don't have kids, you can't have kids, you choose not to have kids, fine. But like at some point we gotta grow up at some point, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
I mean, I get it.
Like what is that? Like what do you?
Some people have different, priorities, have different amounts of income. I mean, like a lot of people don't have mortgages and payments all the time coming out.
I wouldn't say a lot of people don't have them. Most people do.
But I understand that. But I mean, like, it also depends on like what you want to give to your kids too. I mean, how many camps are we putting our kids in this summer? That costs money, you know? I mean, I'd rather do that. But again, like everyone has their own set of priorities.
Yeah.
You know?
And we're not the like the party type of folks.
Not anymore. I mean,
pretty much not ever, dude.
Well, when we first started going out, we would go out a lot. We go to Atlantic City all the time.
You and I.
Well, yeah.
That's not a party.
I was not a party. I thought it was a party.
That's just us. Like, a party is like multiple people.
Ugh.
Right, exactly. Just that response is kind of what I'm talking about. Like, the older I get, the less people I want to see.
Listen.
And I know that's us in particular. Like, I know a lot of people still like to go out and like to party and drink and stuff like that.
But here's the thing, though, too. I mean, like, all right. So here's a very good point, actually. Do you think a lot of people are doing as many activities as just not the kids? I mean, just like what we're doing.
Absolutely not.
And honestly, like tomorrow morning, what time am I waking up again? 4. Tomorrow's Monday.
Yeah, but I got work tomorrow.
Oh, you have work tomorrow. Oh, I can't go tomorrow. Yeah. I might go tomorrow night then.
Okay, that's
fine. You know, we'll see. We'll see how I feel. But yeah.
You can go on Tuesday.
I can go on Tuesday.
They do 5 a.m. jiu-jitsu every day.
No, I know they do. Okay, I'll go on Tuesday then. Yeah. Not a big deal. Oh God, I'll do a double session that day. Oh, no, wait. I am gonna do a double session that day. I'm only going to race class. No, I'm not going to dance class.
Well,
I'm going to meet you guys, but
there you go.
No, it's perfect. No, it's fine. Yeah, it's fine.
Double session.
No, good. But anyway, I'm sorry. I kind of like drifted off for a second, but like it's for the amount of things that we do for ourselves. Like if I'm getting up at 4:00 in the morning, going to jiu-jitsu at 5 from 5 to 6, getting the kids ready when you're at work, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Going to work all day long to teach other people's children, having people ask me 20 million times a day what one thing I said, you know what I'm saying? Like by the time I get home, I want to cook dinner, good night, and just like relax. And that's not even including the housework that I have to try to get done too. Yeah, like I don't got time for that. It's just I'm tired.
Never ending work.
I'm just tired.
Never ending.
You know? And even like when we're tired, we're still trying to get stuff done. Like
just constant. I have so much work still to do today.
You know, like I'm just tired. Like that's why I tell my buddy at school, I'm like, listen, I know you don't have kids yet. You don't have, you know, whatever's not going on. When you do, get your rest now because once you start having kids, it's just nonstop.
I don't even remember what rest is.
No, it's just nonstop. You know, like we have to plan a day to relax.
Yeah, when's that coming?
No, but I'm saying like it's not even relaxing. Like when we plan to go to Six Flags with the kids, you know, so we put when we put them first, and
we always
it's
put
not
them
relaxed.
First.
I know,
that's
but like
why
it's
you're
not.
at jiu-jitsu at 5. I'm at Strong Shapely at 4 in the morning.
Are you going tomorrow again? Tomorrow morning or no?
No, I'll go Tuesday.
Okay.
But even at 4:00 in the morning on Shapely, there was like 25 people there.
Well, that's the way I drive to go to my place. And that place is bumping.
Always.
Bumping. And I mean, you know, it's just a lot, you know? And even yesterday on Saturday, all 4 of us went to went to judo for an hour and a half.
Judo. Oh, yes.
Yesterday was Saturday, right?
Judo, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, Ray was there, so I forgot what I was doing.
I know.
But it's just nonstop. And I mean, like, is it great to go out with your friends sometimes? Sure. Would I rather go out to dinner with you and just kind of like hang out? And if we are to have a drink or something where like
drinks are
you know what I mean?
We're not allowed to drink anymore.
I'm not allowed to drink anymore. I haven't drank anything. But I'm just saying, like, in general, like I would rather go out and like relax with you than have to make small talk with other people that I haven't seen in months.
Even the idea of going out seems like,
I have to get my hair done.
Can we just like do it here?
I know. Well, I know Daniel's going to be negotiating hard. He told me for a sleepover. He goes, I'm negotiating hard, Mom. I'm like, you're not going to have to negotiate that hard, honey.
By all means.
By all means, it's fine. But, you know.
Sleep alone.
I know. But, it's just a lot. And like, that's why, like, when people do like all this, like, people still think they're in their 20s. That's a big thing too. It's like, okay, let go.
There's a lot of people who still think they're in their 20s, to be honest.
And I mean, God bless them, but
not, though. They're not.
I know.
But let's see here. So speaking of Buddy Jan Geruso, the Woodridge Police Department Junior Police Academy registration is open. Any student entering 6th, 7th, and 8th grade in September. The dates are the 23rd to the 27th. It's at the intermediate school. You can pick up the registration packets at the main office in the intermediate school and the junior high school. Buddy is teaching like sort of jujitsu, sort of like kind of just like self-defense kind of stuff.
Okay, that's cool.
He said the kids are going to like roll a little bit, but like
really?
Very carefully. Oh. See, I'm interested in like when Danny goes into 6th grade, when he goes to the academy and he like rolls against kids who don't know what they're doing.
And at that
by
point
then too, oh my God. He's in 1st grade now, so that's 5 years from now.
Well, he finished. I mean, I would say maybe like 4 going into 6th grade, or is it 6th grade right now?
In September, so
4 years.
4 years, yeah.
4 years, yeah.
My God, I'll be like a purple
man
belt by then.
I know.
And then with wrestling and all that stuff coming up too.
Yeah.
My Lord.
I know. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we got a text from shout out Matt Hughes, one of the coaches and dads whose kid wrestles, and Red Nose Wrestling in Hackensack. It's like a wrestling club. They're doing another camp. So that'll be 2 wrestling camps this summer for Danny and football.
And that's not for John, right? That camp?
I think it is. They're having 3 sessions. One is like a beginners, and then they have like 2 other ones for different styles of wrestling. Okay.
We definitely have to kind of like write all these camps down the weeks because there's just so many. I'm losing track of it.
Well, you're queen of the calendar.
Oh, no, I know. Queen. I need to, yeah.
But if you do have kids going into 6th, 7th, and 8th next year, definitely sign them up for the Junior Police Academy. I always do kind of bust the chops of some of the Woodridge cops, how it has to have a Lyndhurst cop come in and teach the jiu-jitsu to the kids. Although I've heard, Buddy did tell me that some of the Woodridge cops are starting to train. I guess it's up for us now as well, so that's good. Yeah, like there's been some new faces. But again, I only really go on Monday and Wednesday. So, yeah. Yeah. All right, Kelly, well, what do you got? Okay. So this is the last week of school for Doyle and for everybody. The entire week is a 12:28 dismissal, so make sure you're there on time. We already talked about the 1st grade family breakfast that was going to be on Tuesday. I know we talked about that last week. Are there going to be a lot of protein options at this breakfast? Or am I going to have to eat like carbs, like bagels and stuff? I'm not really sure. If you would like to email Ms. Schwartz about that, by all means. Where is in the AP room, or is it in the classroom? All-purpose room, because for the AP room. Yeah, AP all-purpose. Yes, AP room. Whoops. Yeah, but it's for all the 1st grades, so they're going to be all together. On June 18th is the 2nd grade zoo presentations from 11 to 12. June 19th, the 4th marking period ends and is the last day of school. And that's really all for, obviously for Doyle, because it's end of the road now. End of the road. And from what I'm hearing, when I went to the screening, construction should almost be done by September. Since a lot of, that went up pretty fast. Yeah, Jack and I were talking about it the other day because we do the fire department calendars for town, and they want to add a picture of the new school. But it's not done yet, so it's kind of like pushing things back a little bit. But the exterior is pretty much done. Yeah. Whenever I drive past, like another chunk is finished. Well, it's hard to even tell what else is left anymore. Yeah, it's probably all like inside, like just decor and stuff. Inside stuff now. So. Yeah, because I know that all the kindergartens are getting moved to the new side of the building. Mm-hmm. So teachers are packing. I'm doing the same thing right now. I've got to finish up packing in my classroom this week. But that is going to be all teachers are packing up, moving on to another side of the building. But it should be nice. I know John's going to be in one of the new classrooms, which is great. New bathrooms in the classroom, so it should be. Nice. Should be nice. But yeah,
it should be, I know the drop off is probably going to be different next year.
I mean, it's kind of going to be crazy, no?
Yeah, I mean.
Especially with pre-K now going to be, they're going to have to do staggered, no?
I mean, that's what Lyndhurst does. But again, like in our buildings, like for my building, like, you know, the kids arrive at 8:40. For the grades 3 through 5, they're at like 8:30. So it's like a 10-minute leeway, and the middle school is like 10 minutes before that. But it's a little bit different here because it's all grades pre-K through 4 all in one building. So I don't really know how they can really do that, because then they have to stagger dismissal times 2 in the same building. So I don't know.
Stagger them then.
No, I agree.
I feel like some kids get out early now. Maybe
that's the pre-K.
The pre-K kids get out early.
Pre-K, yes.
Right, so let the pre-K and first grade get out, or pre-K and kindergarten get out early.
Yeah, I think the pre-K is going to continue getting out earlier, obviously, because like they just have like a different schedule. But yeah, I mean, you're bringing in a whole nother grade level into the building. So I don't know. I'm sure they're going to be able to figure it out by the time September rolls around, you know. And 4th graders don't exactly need to be walked to the school.
Walk home, screw it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of serious.
Okay.
Like,
but that's just not how it is.
Maybe the kindergartners need a parent like to hand them off to, but the rest of the kids, get out.
Write to your senator, because that's a state law.
Till what grade?
You can, was it grade 3? You have to see a parent or a guardian or someone picking them up. 4th grade, no.
I feel like that wasn't like that when we were kids.
Yeah, it was.
Definitely wasn't. Definitely wasn't.
I don't know how it was in this town.
Because I would walk home from Doyle. It wasn't just 4th grade. Like,
listen, I don't know how it was here, but I know that when my mom was teaching, and she taught in the 70s to the 2000s, like,
damn, really shot. First of all,
what?
She didn't teach in the 70s.
Yes, she did.
What year did she graduate high school, Kelly?
Her first class she had in 76.
Ugh. What year did she graduate high school?
Her? I don't know. 71, 72. Then she went to college. And then she got a job right out of school.
Gosh. Oh, I was trying to help you out, Noma, but Kelly threw you right under the bus.
Well, I'm not throwing anyone under the bus. I'm just saying for a fact, like, you know, she taught 2nd grade and she taught 1st grade, and she always had to see a parent getting the kid.
Balderdash.
I am giving factual examples.
Wow, yeah.
So, do you want to know what?
That's your specialty, is factual examples.
When I have one, I use it, okay? When I got one, I'm going to use it.
You should have got the name of the lady who shouted out the podcast at church today. We could have given her a shout out.
Oh, I don't know. She had the cutest little baby, though.
Yeah, and she said you looked familiar from the podcast.
Yes. I was like, oh, your baby's so cute. Little baby girl. Big blue eyes.
Did you ask her if she likes and subscribes?
No, because we were trying to leave. Sorry.
Kelly. Where's the promotion, Kelly?
I am so sorry. That is not my forte. I have to learn it from you. You do a promotional business. I teach the young children of America.
You got a lot of things you need to learn from me, Kelly.
Oh, wow. Again, he's using this Father's Day thing to his advantage today.
Get out of the jail free card.
But remember, but you have to remember, I will remember this tomorrow. Oh, yes.
I forget things easily.
I'm even making him a nice little dinner tonight. Oh.
The old Mississippi roast.
Yeah, it smells delicious already.
It very delicious. Much does. It smells great. I'm looking forward to that.
Hopefully we can save some for tomorrow.
I doubt it.
I know.
Well, we'll see.
Some sweet potatoes tonight. You can have your pick of a vegetable. And do you want to know what I did yesterday too? I wanted to get us a nice little, like, not like fattening dessert, obviously, but they have these special Halo ice creams that are light ice cream where it's not a lot at all. I mean, it's not, 0 calories, obviously, but I couldn't find one that he liked. I'm digging in Stop and Shop's freezer.
You always
I was going like this. I was like digging through. And I'm like, I
love to like visually explain things.
I do, because I'm a visual learner, and I'm on stage all day for my 2nd graders. Okay. Anyway, so I'm digging through everything, right? And I'm like, oh my God. And it was a new flavor. He's obsessed with peanut butter. I swear, him and the boys, all the boys want, honestly, is peanut butter and apples. Oh, Do you remember me asking Danny? Because I know they're having a movie day tomorrow in his class or whatever. And on it says, bring whatever, bring like a special snack to enjoy while you're having this movie. And I was gonna be like a little bit lenient that day. Be like, Danny, what do you want to bring, honey? Anything you want. It's okay. Anything you want to bring. And he's like, Mom, I just really like me a big bag of apples. I'm like, okay.
Well, for saving money, you're about to be slicing those apples by hand soon.
Yeah, I know.
Just like your mom did in the 70s.
Or I have my mom buy me the apples that she usually does anyway.
God.
But no, he goes, I would really like some peanut butter with it, Mom, but there's a girl in my class that's allergic and I don't want to get her, I want to make sure that she is safe. So, I'll just take that big bag of apples. I'm like, okay. And I was offering him kind of whatever he wanted. Within reason. I wasn't even giving him a pudding or something from us. But I was like, Danny, anything that you like. He's like, I just really want those apples. I want to be buff. I'm like,
the boys always talk about wanting to be buff.
Wanting to be buff. I'm like, are you sure? He goes, yeah, I'm gonna be buff. I might surprise him though. I might give him a pudding anyway in there, just in case.
I mean, does he like those puddings?
He's never had before, but it's chocolate. But I want to surprise him, But then after,
you can write a little note with
surprise. But then Nona and Papa, my parents are picking him up all next week. Every day after school last week, he's like, Mom, why can't they pick me up? Why can't they pick me up? It's not fair that you always pick up John. I'm like, listen, you had them to yourselves. You had them to yourself for 2 whole years before John came along. It's not, you have to share. Fine. But my parents got them. He's
got his wish.
Oh yeah. My parents got them these water guns that they're going to go crazy with tomorrow. My dad has everything set up ready for him tomorrow.
It's always weaponry with the...
Well, I mean, they're playing Fortnite, so it's kind of like whatever. You can't say anything about that. Weaponry. What is Fortnite?
It's a video game. It's not real life.
That uses what?
Strategy.
Well, they want to use their water guns. Not Nerf guns. They say no to Nerf guns, but they want to do their water guns. So they're going to have a water battle tomorrow.
Oh, gosh. Yeah,
if it doesn't rain Papa. Again. Well, they have all week to do this.
Right now?
I don't know.
Still raining. Unbelievable, dude.
I know, it's crazy.
Grass is going to be like a jungle. 4 p.m. it's supposed to stop. Maybe by 8 o'clock I can mow the lawn tonight.
Oh, jeez.
Then I got to go right to sleep, though.
I was going to say. Oh.
And I got up at 3:45 to go to the gym last time.
I heard you.
It's just not enough time. I'm going to have to do 3:30.
Really?
Because I still want to have my cup of coffee.
Oh, see, I don't need coffee before I go to jiu-jitsu in the morning.
The thing is, I need to move my bowels.
Oh,
I don't want to be at the gym and have to do that. So
yeah, I understand. I get it.
I don't want to have poopy pants.
What song was that? It was like
I think it was a fake AI Drake song.
Okay. Pants on fire. Something like that, right? Oh my gosh.
We're losing grip on reality here.
Is that what parenting is?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Just saying. And there's only coffee in here.
I know. I need to warm this coffee up. All right, Kelly. Well, I love you.
I love you too.
And we love you too. Peace.
Have a good week.
Happy Father's Day.
Yay.